I got a hot take, and some of y'all ain't gonna like it, but it gotta be said. Tim Duncan is not better than Kobe Bean Bryant. I don't know where this logic came from. Yes, Tim Duncan has, I think he has more regular season MVPs, but that does not make him better than Kobe Bryant just because he has more MVPs, regular season MVPs, or has what else people be saying? People be saying that he has more regular season MVPs. That's one of the reasons. Another reason is that defensively, he's had one of the best defenses. Okay, cool, but Kobe Bryant played defense too. I ain't finna sit up here and act like Kobe didn't go first team All NBA and wasn't a 9-time first team All Defense player in his prime. Let's get this straight. And second of all, another reason why Tim Duncan isn't better than Kobe Bryant is because Tim Duncan's always had a good team around him. All of his career, he's been surrounded like all of his prime. He was really around it. Besides like the early years when he had David Robinson, then, but majority of his NBA career, because I have to clarify, majority of his NBA career, he's been with Manu and Tony Parker. And that's elite help. I don't care what anybody says. He's always had elite help. And yes, they've always been contending because he's always had elite help. And that help has always stayed healthy. However, Kobe had elite help in the beginning with Shaq. But then when Kobe and Shaq departed, because people were saying that Shaq was carrying Kobe, Kobe went out and had a 3-year stretch where he was basically the whole team, and he had to put the team on his back with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown. Tim Duncan has never had to do anything like that on one of those levels, and Tim Duncan has never had a roster worse than that 2005 or that 2006 Lakers team. You take Kobe Bryant off that team, they're literally a lottery team. Let's just be honest. If you take Tim Duncan, I think if you take Tim Duncan off those Spurs teams, they're at least still contending to make at least the playoffs. They're at least making the playoffs because they still got Greg Popovich as a great head coach who's a top 3 coach of all time, and you still got Manu Ginobili, you still got Tony Parker, and you still got Bruce Bowen and Robert Horry, people who are overlooked, but they play like good. I'm not calling them superstars, but they play good and they were good role players that helped that team win because they could score and hit threes at the right moments. So that's the reasoning right there. And then Kobe is just more elite, period. You've never heard Tim Duncan fans say, or just Spurs fan in general say, that Tim Duncan was carried by Manu Ginobili or Tony Parker. However, the logic came around that Shaq was carrying Kobe, and that's unrealistic.